All right, everyone. This is Brenda from Brenda's Knots and Loops, recording our Zoom for the Zig Zag Blanket. So I hopefully you did all your chain, which is 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, as many 19s you want, plus 18, okay? Now, what I want you to do, I'm going to get up and close to the camera. In the second stitch from your hook, I want you to do a single crochet in chain one. Skip one, single crochet in the next stitch in chain one. Do that 2 more times. Skip one, single crochet, chain one, skip one, single crochet, and chain one. Okay, everyone has that? That's in the class? Put thumbs up if you do. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is skip one. In the next chain, do a single crochet, chain two, single crochet in the same chain. So in that one chain, you have a single, chain two, and another single. Chain one. Am I going too fast? Okay, I got one thumb up. Okay. Skip one, single crochet in the next chain, chain one. Skip one, single crochet in the next chain, chain one. You'll have 3 of those. Sorry, this yarn is splitting on me really bad. Chain one. So you'll have 3. After you have the single crochet, chain two, single crochet, you'll have chain one, single crochet, chain one. You'll have that 3 times. Okay. So here's my peak. Let me move my hook. I told you it's splitting on me. See, here's my hook. Here's my peak. And if you count, you'll have 1, 2, 3 single crochets down from the hook. Okay. Everyone got that? Okay. All right. Now we do a valley. So what I want you to do is put your hook into did you make sure you chain one after that last single crochet? Skip one, go into the next loop, chain, yarn over, pull through. So you have 2. Okay. Skip 2 chains, go into that third chain, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. I'll do that again for you. So you ended it with a chain. Skip one. Do not yarn over. Just go into the chain, yarn over, pull through. You have 2. You go in, skip 2, go into the third one, yarn over. You have 3. Yarn over, go through all 3. Chain 1. That's your valley. Let me pull up some more yarn. Now we do skip 1, single crochet, chain 1. You do that 2 more times, so you have a total of 3. So you skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1. Now we're ready for our peak. And the peak is you skip 1, do a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in that same stitch, then chain 1. Okay, I'm going to ask all of you to unmute yourself. You're still being taped, but if you unmute yourself, if you would, please. Because I want to make sure any of you have questions. Because you can share it with the rest of the group, okay? So that's our peak.
Right, and then our valley.
Our valley.
And then I got the 3 single crochets. Now, how many chains do I skip? 1.
Skip. You always we're at the top. You skip 1. Did you do your single crochet, chain 2, single crochet? Is where I left off. Chain 1.
Okay. I got it now. I got it now.
All right. All right. Skip 1, single crochet, chain 1. Skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1. And then you'll have 3 single crochets all the way down the sides. See,
right.
this is my peak. Then I have 1, 2, 3.
I'm lost at the valley.
All right. All right. The valley is, I'm at a valley. So a valley is, make sure you always chain 1 after your single. All right.
So I have 3 after that first peak, right?
Yeah.
Right.
1,
Right, yeah.
2. Okay, so I have 3 after the first peak. I chain 1.
Okay, you go in, you skip 1.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the valley. Go into the next, don't yarn over, go in the next chain, yarn over, go through. You have 2 loops.
Mm-hmm.
Skip 2 chains, go through the 3rd chain, yarn over, go through. You'll have 3. Then you yarn over, go through all 3. Then you chain 1.
We got time. We don't speak till 12:30.
Well, that's what he was saying.
Okay, you got that?
Okay.
In the second single on the peak, count as 1. No, that does not, Kim, that does not count. The 2 singles, the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the peak does not count as your 3. Okay. So you go 3 down. PJ, did you get the valley? I'll do it again.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. No big deal. Everyone's, I want to make sure everybody got this. Wait a minute. I got to chat. Nope. Already answered that. Okay. So we ended with the third single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, chain into the second chain, because we already skipped 1, go in, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, skip 2 chains, go into the 3rd one, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3.
Okay,
Yarn over, go through all 3,
got it.
chain 1.
Thank you.
No problem. Now we skip 1, double
Do
crochet.
we chain? Do we chain after that, Valley?
Yep,
Yes.
chain 1,
Okay,
single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet,
Single.
single
single.
crochet,
Oh,
Single.
single, sorry,
okay. Let me
chain
go
1.
back.
Make sure you need 3 of those. So one more time, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1. Okay,
So the repetition is 3 singles up and down the peak and valley with a chain 1 in between. The peak is 2 singles with two chains in the middle. The valley is single, 2 singles crocheted together, but we're
Right.
skipping 2 chains in the middle.
Right. What you're doing is you're making 2 sides,
right.
Yeah, because it's making that
like a V.
like V thing,
Right. So like a V.
But this is the only
right? Is
time
that
you
what it's
do
supposed-
this. Right, you're
Oh,
doing it.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so mine looks all right, right?
Right, yours
Yeah.
look right. Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
Does
you got
mine?
it.
Okay.
Yep. It won't
Okay.
look perfect. It won't look right, really perfect until we do the next row.
Well, I just wanted to make
Next
sure I
row.
got it
Okay.
right first.
Because this is just the foundation. We won't do this again.
Okay.
Okay. So, it's, okay,
Is
we're
it
at the
1
top.
or 2 at the peak?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it 1 or 2 chains at the peak?
2 chains. It's a single, 2 chains, and a single at the peak. Then it's a single chain, and then you do three down,
3 down. Okay.
which is, we're doing the maul stitch. A maul stitch is a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a maul stitch. All right, I got my 3 on the side, so I'm going to do a top, which is a single crochet, chain 2,
Single crochet.
Did we
What?
chain 1 or no?
you know, at the peak you chain 2. Oh, before the peak, yes. You always, after you do a single crochet, you always do 1, unless you're at the peak.
Okay, so chain 1 and then
You do the peak. You do a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Did you skip 1?
single crochet, chain 2,
Single crochet. And that's your peak. Then chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet,
Already did that.
chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1. Now we're at a valley.
1,
Okay.
3.
The valley is skip 1, go into the second,
Yeah.
yarn over,
Mashed
skip
potatoes,
2,
no juice.
skip 2 chains. In the third chain, go in, yarn over, you'll have 3, yarn over, go through all 3, chain 1.
If I
For
did
those
that
who are
wrong.
watching this video,
So
I will be repeating this a lot until, so I'm going to do that valley one more time. I already have my chain 1. I skip 1. You go in to the chain, yarn over, pull through, You have 2 loops. Skip 2 chains. Go through the 3rd chain, yarn over, go through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Pull through all 3, chain 1. Okay. Skip 1. Now we do 3 single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 1 more, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1. Now we're at a peak.
Do it.
A peak is skip 1, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet,
Is that enough potatoes? That's about half.
chain 1. Skip 1. Now we're going to do our 3.
Hmm?
Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet.
Didn't turn out right.
For all you those are at the end of your chain, if you go to the very end until you have three left over. Okay, because the last 3 are different. Okay, we're at the valley, which is skip 1, go into our hook, yarn over, you have 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd chain, yarn over, pull through, you have 3, yarn over, go through all 3, chain 1. Okay, you guys got it?
Okay.
I think so.
You
What's
taking
this
your
yarn
car or
wasn't
my car?
splitting?
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Why? You gotta go somewhere.
No, I got my Zoom class. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, we should be at a peak, which is 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet in the same loop, chain 1, skip 1, then you do your 3 down the side,
Mhm. I got 1, 2, 3 left. Okay.
okay? I'm almost, let me make sure the other ones got it, Jean, and I'll be right there with you.
Okay.
Okay, valley. We have a chain, we did our single crochet, chain 1, we skip 1, go in, yarn over, pull through, skip 2, because I want to yarn over and go through. It's so hard just to skip 2 and not yarn over, but you don't. Go through all 3, chain 1, skip 1, then we do our 3.
Hmm.
Okay. Two. Okay, I gotta count 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm at a top. I guess I should have had everybody do the same size, huh? Sorry. I just wanted you guys to do it the length you wanted.
Can you cover my foot?
2,
Mm.
I should have done it in a lighter color.
oh, yeah, that's pretty dark.
Ooh, yeah. That's gonna hurt your eyes after a while.
Well, I'm doing it in black, so.
You need those bladed crochet hooks.
All right, I'm at a valley, which is in, yarn over, skip 2, in, yarn over, go through all 3, chain 1. Skip 1. Are you getting it, PJ?
Yes, I'm at the end,
Okay, cool.
and
Good job.
I ended with the valley because I made a short chain. Is that right? That you end with either a valley or a chain, or?
Yeah, you're in with the valley, just
Thank you.
no problem.
I
Sorry, I
ended with
lost my
peak.
place. Here I was lollygagging, so you guys, it's like wouldn't beat you, and here you guys beat me.
I didn't.
How many chains did you do, Brenda?
I tell you the truth, I don't know. I just did it as long as I wanted it. I wanted the blanket to be wide, I should say. 1, 2, 3. And this yarn, splitting. I hate when yarn splits on me, especially when I'm in a hurry.
That's how that Bernat baby, so, oh, nightmare.
One,
Do, 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 do.
3. Sorry. There's 2. Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Chain 1. All right. Did you have room to do your 3? Somehow you're supposed to. I'm supposed to end at the end. You're supposed to do the.
I had 2 left over.
Should have 3, but that's fine. All you have to do is. I did the same as PJ. You're supposed to end with your. The end is supposed to be your down.
Yeah, the valley, right?
The valley. So at the very end, you do in, skip 2 or skip 1. If you only have 2 stitches, do 2 together. All right.
Okay, so we're ending with a valley.
Yes, we end with a valley.
Okay.
And then chain 1.
Chain
Yeah, I got too many stitches. I miscounted. Which, if you did that, all you have to do is undo your knot and undo them. Then after you do that, chain 1 and turn your work.
All right, hold on, I'm getting there.
all right. Well, I'm not in the valley.
Okay, so 3 down.
3 down.
And then
you do a valley. You do
valley.
Mm-hmm.
Go back here.
and then chain one.
Yep, chain one and chain your work.
Okay, so we're just. Now to see this extra, I have a little bit extra. I'm just gonna leave it off so I'm not holding everybody up.
Yeah, that I did the same. I must miscounted because I have extra too. I'll just have to take undo. No big deal. All right.
That's still long enough. It goes hand to hand,
Yeah,
or fingertip to fingertip.
yeah. How's everyone doing?
I'm
I
just
had to rip back several so I could end at a valley.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's a learning process.
Yes, it is. But if you're like me, I must
Well,
Thank
I
you.
did.
7 too many.
That's okay. We can rip them out.
Exactly. So, all right. After you chain one,
I did.
turn your
After
work.
you pass valley, what do you
Yeah.
do?
You chain one and turn your work.
You don't worry. What about those last 3 stitches?
That's how
Let
you
'em
do
hang.
the valley in those last 3 stitches.
Okay, I definitely had a miscount. I just went back to the valley. I'm gonna let that other part just hang. I'll figure out
Yeah.
something with that later.
Now, if you look, you'll have you in between your 2 single crochets there where you had your chain one. That's where you, if you look in between the 2 single crochets where you had the first chain one, you do your single crochet
Hmm.
in the space.
in the space. Well, wait a minute. Yes,
What are we doing there?
in the space in between the first 2 single crochets,
Okay.
there's a space where you did the chain one. I want you to do so your last chain one
Mhm.
in between those 2 single crochets. I want you to do a single crochet and
Okay.
chain one. Single crochet in the next chain one space. So
Ew.
you're skipping a single crochet from the previous row. So in between in that space, do another single crochet and chain one. So in between the single crochets where you had that one chain is where you do a single crochet. So in this first one,
After we did the last valley, did we chain one and turn or just turn?
you chain one and
turn.
turn. I screwed up. I forgot to tell you. Do a single crochet in that first chain. Pull it out. You guys got a frog. Go back to the very beginning when you just did a chain.
All right.
Do a chain one. Do a single crochet in that same where the chain one was. I'm so sorry.
Wait, hold on.
We forgive you.
Thank you. I'm too
So
busy
we're
watching
doing a-
everybody.
Okay,
We're
so
doing a
chain
chain one, a
one
single,
turn.
Chain one, turn,
Right
and do a
after
single
you
crochet.
do,
I'm sorry,
we're
what?
doing a chain one, a
Okay.
single in the valley, and then a single in the chain space.
All right, what you do, go back to the very beginning. You chain one,
Yeah,
okay? You turned,
yeah,
do a single crochet back where that chain one was.
okay,
Okay, you got
And
that?
yeah,
is
Chain
that the
one.
loop?
I
The
think
Chain one. Now we go in between the 2 single crochets where that chain one was from the previous row. do a single crochet. Chain one. Do the same
You're
thing
late.
in between.
I know.
Hold on.
In between.
So we do a single into the end,
Yes.
the
into
very
the end.
last of your
Yes.
valley.
Yes.
You turn it and then
Yes.
do a single in that loop.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and
And
then
after the single, then what do I do?
then after the single, in between the previous row, the two singles, there's a single and there's a single in that hole. I want you to make sure you chain one after you did that single. All right. And then do a single crochet in that space. Chain one. Do the same thing in the next space. Single crochet, chain one. You should have 3 spaces, 3 on the way up.
We're not skipping anything?
Nope.
I found where my mistake, why I didn't have the right amount of stitches before.
What is that?
Because I had accidentally went 4 down after I did my 1 peak. And so that's why I had the wrong amount of stitches when I. So I'm going to go back and fix it. And then I'll
Okay,
catch up.
Brenda, I have 4 spaces.
Yes.
I have
At
a
the
space right
beginning.
after the, I have a space after the peak,
Yes.
and then
You
a
should.
space after each of the 3 singles.
Right.
And then I have the valley.
Okay.
So when I go back up, I got 4 spaces. So
Right.
are we going to do that 4th space just before the peak?
The first row up, you'll have four spaces.
Okay.
4 single crochets on the very first.
Okay.
All right, I'm slow.
That's fine.
So how do I start my second row now? I chained 1 and I turned.
Yes. You do a single crochet in that same stitch. In the same stitch, you do a single crochet, chain 1,
Okay.
in between the 2 single crochets in that chain 1, you do a single crochet, chain 1,
Okay. Chain
chain
1.
1. And in the next space, you do a single crochet, chain 1. Next space, single crochet, chain 1. Peak is still the same. So in the peak where the chain 2 was, you do a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet.
Okay.
That's the peak. That will always be the peak. So what you do is basically you look for the holes.
Right.
So like, for example, we're going down. You'll see your 3 chains, your 3 double crochets.
What
Single
are we doing in
crochets.
the peak?
You'll see your
What are we
3
doing in the
single
peak?
crochets.
Right.
So in the space, you do a single crochet, chain 1. Next space, single crochet, chain 1. And sometimes it's hard to tell where your chain, depend on what kind of yarn you have, where your singles are. Make sure when you go in your singles, you're not going in the between the single where that yarn is. Make sure you skip your whole chain 1.
Right.
Brenda,
Now.
what am I putting in the peak? I didn't hear that part.
Chain, same thing you always will put in the peak is a single crochet, chain 2,
Chain-
single crochet,
Okay,
and all peaks.
okay.
Okay. Then you do 3, chain 1, single
So
crochet.
we're going under.
You're going into each space between your stitches in the previous row. You
So
look
you
for
go-
spaces.
You go under the chain and not into the stitch
Right.
Right.
of the previous row.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys ready for the valley?
Yeah.
Okay, this is how your valley should look.
Yep.
So what I want you to do, you go in, yarn over, don't yarn over before. Now you yarn over, go through the next, yarn over, you'll have 4, you go through all 4. Let me show you that again.
In the valley.
Where are we going in the first stitch? I don't see that.
All right, you skip a single crochet and you'll have this hole right here.
Oh, before the valley. Okay.
Before the valley,
Okay.
you have that hole. It's bigger than any of the other holes.
Yes.
All right. You put your hook through that hole. Don't yarn over or anything.
Yeah.
Then once you put your hook through that hole, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over. You skip your valley. Go
Okay.
into the next hole.
Hmm.
Yarn over, pull through. You'll have 4 hooks. Yarn over, pull through all 4.
Okay.
Yep.
PJ got it. I will show you one more time.
Wait.
Okay. We have a chain 1. Okay. Now you skip that single crochet. You have a big hole right before your valley. Put
Yeah.
your hook through, yarn over. You have 2. Skip your valley. You have another. It's a bigger hole than anywhere else. You yarn over, go through it. Yarn over, go through. You have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, chain 1. Okay, everybody get that?
I got it.
I got it.
Yep.
Cool. That's the hardest part of the whole thing. Now, look through the next hole. You skip a single crochet, go through the next hole, do a single crochet, chain 1. Look through the next space, go through single crochet, chain 1. Look through the next hole, single crochet, chain 1. You should be at your peak.
That's where we are.
Peaks are always single crochet, chain 2, single crochet.
All right.
But make sure you have a chain before and 1 chain after.
Got it. Oops. Try to do a double.
Chain 1.
Okay.
Everybody got their peaks done?
Got it.
Soon.
No, I just having a hard time seeing where my chain spaces are.
Well, you'll have to, even if you go to, for example, Sherry, if you go like, for example, if you go through to your peaks, if no one heard her, Sherry's having problems seeing where her spaces are. That's fine. Sometimes I do too, depending on the yarn. What I do, I go to my peak or to my valley, then I count my holes back. Okay, that's a stitch. Okay, that's a stitch, and that's a stitch. Single crochet stitches are kind of hard because you can see how it gaps. I got 2 holes there. Well, this, let me turn around. See, I got 2 holes. Wrong way, 2 holes. So which hole do I go into? Well, you got to make sure you don't go in that little teeny tiny hole. That's part of the stitch. Go into the big hole. Okay. So sometimes it's easier to go to the valley or to the peak because you can notice in them, and then count your 3 stitches back.
Okay.
So you do the same thing on the way down. Go into the spaces.
Does this look right?
Yes, that looks good.
Good. Okay.
Single crochet, chain 1, go into the next space, single crochet, chain 1. I'm in a valley. Valleys. You go into the hole, yarn over, yarn, pull through, yarn over, go into the next big hole, yarn over. You have 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 hooks. Oh. And chain 1. But I'm serious. If you're having problems finding you, I'm going to turn mine out so you see. If you're having problems seeing your stitches, I know this is my valley. So I know I have a single crochet here. And this is single crochet. See how it's gapping? I have more holes than I have. It's like, where do I go? I know that is a single crochet. So sometimes it's easier, just like I said, just count back. That's why I only did 3 for us. Now, in the future, if you guys want to do this, you can add more than just 3. We can have as many ups and downs as you want. You just got to make sure that the same number up is the same number down. Okay? Everybody doing okay?
So far.
All right. Then for the people that are watching this later, at the end, you do the same thing as we did in the previous row. You do 2 together to have a valley, chain 1, change your work, and then you repeat. And then you repeat this row until you're done with the length of the blanket that you want. And this will be the end of our recording. So let me turn off the recording.